big set, where them hands, where them holes, where them throws, you know what I'm saying?
This is why I train in martial arts.
Before I go into what technique would help you deal with the sucker punch, blade of grass, slipping from boxing, in addition to doing your forms of practicing turning around, turning around, turning around, turning around, we're going to talk about a recent sucker punch situation. This was at Lorain High School. Was this Chicago? Oh no, I think this was Cleveland. Yes. Lorain High School in Cleveland. A boy got sucker punched and ended up being hospitalized with a concussion.
A Northeast Ohio mother says her son's school is failing her family after another student sucker punched her son, leaving him hospitalized. As you can see, the whole attack was caught on camera. She says the administration at Lorain High School did not do enough to protect him before and after to keep him safe.
News 5's Amanda Van Allen live in our newsroom. And Amanda, this mother told you she wants answers. Danita and Rob, that mom, says it appears these teens knew exactly what they were about to do because the camera was already rolling before the punch. She says her son lost a lot of blood, but the school only sent him to the nurse's office. The video is hard to watch, especially for the victim's mom.
I got chills. I started to cry to see my son there so helpless, like nobody wanted to help him.
The recording shows a student walking up to Holly Smith's son and punching him. We are not identifying the students involved.
Breaks my heart to see him down on the floor.
Smith says the school did call her after the incident Friday, but when she picked up, no one was on the other line. She tells News 5 the school never called back or left a message, so she contacted her 11th grader directly.
The messages weren't clear. So I said, you know what, son, it's okay. I'm going to come to the school. I'm going to find out what's going on.
When Smith got to Lorain High School, she says she couldn't see her son for 45 minutes. And when she finally did,
I'm looking at my son, and he's still not looking he looked really faint.
So she immediately rushed him to the hospital, where she learned he had a concussion, broken nose, and a busted lip.
The officer came back to me. The principal came back to me and told me that he lost a lot of blood. If you know he lost that lot of blood, that should have been immediate paramedics, and it wasn't.
And that's not all. The school didn't press charges.
No, I insisted that it get done.
The juvenile in the video is now charged with felonious assault. Lorain City Schools sent over an emailed statement. It reads in part, "The incident resulted in the immediate suspension of one student. As with any incident that causes a disruption to the learning environment and or jeopardizes the well-being of our scholars and staff, the Lorain City School District condemns such behavior." Smith insists the school handled it poorly and wants better protocol put in place for the future.
I want justice for my son, and I also want to be that voice for the next child.
Smith says the school needs more staff in the hallways and better training. Her son has not gone back to school since the attack. She says the video has been shared all over social media, and anytime her son leaves the house, people make fun of him. Live in the newsroom, Amanda Van Allen, News 5.
Every time he leaves the house, people make fun of him. She does not feel comfortable sending her son back to get an education. And a lot of people don't think that we need police officers in schools. So she can't get what she wants, which is more protection for her son by them having more staff. More staff in this instance would mean more law enforcement at the school. So since she's most likely not going to get that, and the school's not taking it seriously enough, because that young man should be in jail. He should be in jail for that. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. He should be in jail for that. He could have killed that boy. He should be in jail for that. He planned it, walked up behind him, recorded it, hit him, and put it on the internet for the sadistic people to go and make fun of him. But there is one thing that she can do, and I'm not blaming her if she didn't do this up to this point. From this point on, she can put her son in a martial arts class. If you put the child in a good martial arts class, like in a program like mine that combines Taekwondo and Judo, I know. My students are prepped for stuff like that. The front fall from the Judo side of the game, if you get hit and you have to fall forward, your hands will come out and you'll turn your head out of habit. That's why we tell you not to look at the floor when you're falling forward, so that you don't hit your face and end up getting a concussion and end up messing up your nose and your teeth and losing a lot of blood. Okay? Any students that might happen to be watching, any martial arts discipline, you're used to practicing your falls on a mat. So if you make a minor mistake, it forgives you. But as you can see, if you don't fall correctly when you hit the actual floor, like I'm sure your instructors tell you over and over again, if you don't fall correctly, you can literally end up in the hospital. I hate bullies. I can't stand bullies. And now you got people that are emotionally bullying a boy by dog piling on them. If there's one thing I've seen, now, let's be clear. I've seen the martial arts help people with mental problems. I've seen the martial arts help people who come from just tragedy, who went through all kinds of trauma. Cure? No. But definitely be a catalyst in addition to any type of medication and recovery and things like that and support. Absolutely. I wouldn't tell somebody who had schizophrenia to go do your forms and that's going to cure you. No, still take your medicine. But your medicine will work better if you study martial arts. I guess any exercise could do that. Or anything that you enjoy to do that would take your mind off your problems and give you more confidence would do that. But one thing I know that would do that would be martial arts training. You know, this is the whole slipping thing. Look at my psychology of one-step sparring videos, and I think I have a series on the sucker punch. Somebody's coming up behind you, you don't see it, you don't hear it, you feel pain, you move away from the pain, get off the line from the pain and come back. That may make them think twice, even if it doesn't, you're ready. Come into attention. Put your subconscious on alert to look around to see what's going on. Your traditional arts cover this type of stuff. We don't know that the traditional arts cover stuff that happens in quote unquote the street because we are too literal in our interpretation of it. If you're new to the martial arts, you don't know what the heck I'm talking about. I can sum it up with one sentence. Practice and visualization help you prepare for the unexpected. You can't rehearse every single situation out on earth. Okay? But if you want to do scenario training, you can rehearse a few common situations. And if you plant seeds and practice, and then trust yourself and have belief and intent in your practice and what you're doing, when a situation comes up, your body will start handling it until your mind can take over and drive from there. So, the sucker punch is real, y'all. Another exercise that helps you deal with the sucker punch is what I've heard people call the jujitsu circle and the jujitsu alley, where you practice your walking. You go in the middle of a circle, or you either walk through two lines of people and they randomly attack you from all sides, and you start dealing with those random attacks, or at least you start running away from those random attacks. Okay? That's something you can implement. If you don't know what it is, look it up online. If you can't find it online, come back and let me know, and I can make a video. I can make a video for the Jiu-Jitsu Alley. I can make a video for Jiu-Jitsu Circle. If you only got a few people, some people call it 4-corner drill. 1, 2, 3, one person on each corner, fifth person in the middle. They randomly attack the person in the middle. Up in the ante as the person gets more skilled, so that you can learn how to deal with the unexpected. And then, if you got kids, have them practice walking with a backpack on in your school. have them get some thrift store clothes or just wear some old clothes, like I'm wearing this t-shirt and these khakis, and have them practice in their normal clothes. Okay? If you just don't want to believe that your forms do it all, you can do that too. We've got to address this thing in the martial arts, the sucker punch. You can call it a punk move, you can call it a sucker move. Overseas they call it a king hit. But it's a real, very deadly thug technique, and it can put other people in the hospital. So that's all I got to say. If you're near me and you want to learn how to deal with something like this, I do. Same time, you still got to learn your fundamentals. So it's not going to just be all sucker punch and then magically a black belt. No. Concepts on top of basics. That's what I do. And I really feel bad for this boy, and I really feel bad for his mother. And young man, if you're watching, those people that are laughing at you, I know it's hard to do this, and it's easy for me to say this. Just ignore those people. They're small-minded. They're terrible. You don't need their love or approval. The people who are concerned about you are the only real people's opinion that you need, not the opinions of these snickering hyenas and naysayers. So thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this with people like to talk about the martial arts. And peace.